3 guys, 14 abandoned dogs. Together they equal a Greyhound rescue and a thriving dog food delivery business. We've got John Quito, Zach Robinson, and Alonzo Saldivar, and 2 very special little guys here. Not so little.
No, they're not.
So let's first talk about how this all started for you, and then we'll explain how this developed into what has become a thriving business. But how did you get involved with this rescue, John?
Well, Alonzo and I owned a janitorial company in Texas, which was a really big business, and it was horrible.
Horrible because?
Just because there was 1,200 customers, and none of them were ever happy, and we had to come up with a lot of money every month to pay people.
So job satisfaction not happening?
No.
Okay.
No. So I came home one day and I said, I want a dog. And Alonzo had never had a dog before. He actually had been bitten once. So he kind of reluctantly went to a Greyhound meet and greet where I was paying attention to the dogs, and I looked over and one of these big guys was in his lap. So
how long ago was that, Alonzo?
About 14 years.
14 years ago. Okay, so that developed into now you started with the 1 pet, and now how many do you guys have?
Right now we have 12 dogs.
Wow, amazing. And so tell us how that's evolved now into a pet food company, Mr. Buck's.
Yeah, Mr. Buck was the second dog that we ever got, and he really was a life-changing dog for us. I worked on a food formula because food's so expensive, and we used about 100 pounds a week.
Wow, with that many dogs, sure.
Yeah, and we couldn't afford the premium dog food. So I was working on a formula and trying to find somebody to make it, and then 2 years ago, some family situations happened, some deaths and illnesses, and we got kind of sidetracked. This guy came in to volunteer for the dog rescue, and I told him about the dog food business, and he started saying, well, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you calling them? Why aren't you making it?
So, Zach, you really kind of helped get the ball rolling here.
Yeah.
Can you describe how pervasive this problem is, and how many dogs' lives are lost because of this tragic problem?
Oh, it's a big problem. About 25,000 Greyhounds every year are killed.
25,000.
Yeah. And that's decreased over the past decade or two.
It doesn't include puppies.
John, you brought a photo here. BJ, I don't know if you can make it from all the way over here, but this shows the condition that the dogs live in here.
This is Buffy.
This is Buffy right here. And how is Buffy doing today?
Buffy sleeps on the couch, gets on the bed every now and then, and steals clothes, and she has a pretty good life.
Just like any dog does, just like my dog does
Right.
on a daily basis.
Right.
So we only have a few seconds left. Tell us how the profits, who benefits from the profits, and how people can get in touch with you.
Well, we started giving the money to the profits to our own rescue, and thought that was a bit selfish since there's lots of animals that need to be rescued. So every county where we sell the food, we split the profits with the local Humane Society. We're at www.mrbuckspetfood.com. We've grown so much in southern Indiana that Wesselman's and Evansville is carrying it, Blooming Foods in Bloomington. We're hoping a retailer in Indianapolis will pick us up because the local delivery is getting a little bit much.
Okay, we'll tell you what, we'll put a link here to fox59.com, and if folks want to learn more about this Greyhound boarding and rescue retirement camp and Mr. Buck's genuinely good pet food, go to fox59.com, click on Morning News. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for the dedication that you put into these great animals here, and we'll see you next time with an update, hopefully.
Thanks for having us.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, it's now 9:15. Let's go and check in with Ron Smith.